All right, well, guys, yesterday, another Hollywood comedy legend and icon, Joan Rivers, at the age of 81, has passed away. Joan's daughter, Melissa, released these statements. "It is with great sadness that I announce the death of my mother, Joan Rivers. She passed peacefully at 1:17 p.m., surrounded by family and close friends. My son and I would like to thank the doctors, nurses, and staff of Mount Sinai Hospital for the amazing care they provided for my mother. Cooper and I have found ourselves humbled by the outpouring of love, support, and prayers we have received from around the world. They have been heard and appreciated. My mother's greatest joy in life was to make people laugh. Although that is difficult to do right now, I know that her final wish would be that we return to laughing soon." While mostly known for her comedic work on television, Rivers also made guest appearances and voices in several films, including Spaceballs, The Muppets Take Manhattan, Shrek 2, The Smurfs, and even Iron Man 3. That was tough to get through. Dennis, what do you remember most about Joan Rivers?
I mean, I remember her most as Dot Matrix in Spaceballs. Yeah. That she was funny. I mean, she was actually, besides all her image and a lot of people, people love her, people hate her, she was actually funny and really hilarious. And I just watched that documentary. Have you guys seen it?
So good.
A Piece of Work?
Yes, amazing. A Piece of Work, I believe.
A Piece of Work, Joan Rivers. Yeah, you kind of get insight into who she is as a person, and she's actually, she's brutally honest, where sometimes she crosses the line, but she's hilarious, she's insecure, and one of the main things that I got from it was this desire for her to be, she wanted to be kind of recognized as more than a comedian, but an actress. I know she paved the way for a lot of female comedians, with her abrasive and aggressive style, but I think she really wanted to be taken seriously as an actress. Christian, what do you think?
I mean, look, I come from the comedy world, so being in stand-up for that long, she was not just female comedians, she paved the way for comedians in general. Just because her balls-to-the-wall style, she didn't care about what people thought. I mean, she did, but she still knew when she was out there that she had to be honest with herself. And I'm actually a big Howard Stern fan. I loved her appearances on Howard Stern because she was never afraid to open up about who she was, and she would use personal things and personal pain to make us laugh, and she was very honest about that. So this is, of course, it's tragic when you hear about her passing. And what I've heard that's interesting is when she talked about her funeral, what she wants at her funeral. She wants like paparazzi there, and she wants people, the big stuff. She wants like a big Hollywood funeral, and I'm curious if they're going to honor that, because she would want an extravaganza, I feel, and she was a legend, and it's sad to see her go. She was awesome.
Jermaine?
Yeah, I was a big fan of hers. The movie, too, really gave me a lot of insight into her because, she was a huge comedy star, but she didn't care where she performed. She just wanted to perform. The movie shows her going to all these like crappy venues, just performing, just to be herself. And what I really love about her, too, is that we're in this era now where everybody's got to apologize for everything. I could say the wrong thing on this show, and you guys would have to issue a big apology. Joan Rivers would say the wrong thing all the time and never apologize. And basically threw a big middle finger up and be like, I'm not apologizing. I said what I said, and I thought it was funny. And you know what happened? Nothing. She always got away with it because she just had that clout and that like chutzpah. And I loved it about her. And it's sad to see her go, but I mean, her legacy is just, unforgettable.
Chris Lee, what do you think about her passing?
I'm such a fan of Joan. I was super lucky to meet her on a couple different occasions, and you look at her and you'd think she'd be unapproachable and just a queen bee, but she wasn't. She was super approachable. She was super nice. She gave me some of the best advice I've been given since trying to break into this business. She was the most kind-hearted person that I had ever met. I read her book, Bounce Back, right after I lost my dad, and the words that she wrote in that book, it's a much more serious book than all her others, really ring true to who she was as a person. And she was just this great person, and right, like Jermaine said, she never had to apologize because she didn't care. But not only did she not care, she said things because they were funny, not because she was mean-hearted or evil or vindictive. She was just fun. She didn't take life seriously, and she just didn't care. And we need more people like that, so she'll be sadly missed.
Well, I was just going to say, you never assumed that it was an act with her. You could picture being at like Thanksgiving dinner with her, and whatever you saw on stage, you'd probably have that same conversation with you there. And it's just, and she brought that everywhere she went. And from her appearances on Johnny Carson all the way up to her last performance that she had, she was just true to who she was.
Never self-conscious. She would always joke about her plastic surgery and like be like, yeah, I do it. You know what? I don't care. Make fun of me.
Right.
Who cares?
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.